What's up, people? What's up, people? Let me cut this down before some of these platforms get to the point where they get sensitive. But one of the things that I realized that all the stuff going on in the world, and of course, this is the week of no complaining, and I'm not complaining, is a goal that some people should have this year is to understand money and how money is supposed to circulate. Because one of many things that most people are not understanding is how money is circulating because, as you see, some people want you ignorant about money. And I came up with a philosophy maybe about a few minutes ago. You either making yourself wealthier or you're making someone else wealthier. Believe it or not, think about it. Even if you're on a job, even even if the job is federal, state, or local, they run budgets. They either breaking even, which some states break even, some states have an overage it. Well, then you have the federal government that create money, which that's another issue in itself. But what are you creating for yourself? What is your economic position that you want to have this time next year? What do you want to own, or what do you want to have control of? And some people say, well, you don't have control of nothing. You do have control of a lot of stuff if you look at it that way, of having control. Prime example, I have a buddy that owns a mortgage company. Matter of fact, I'm sitting in Richmond right now, and it's SEB Mortgage. All right. Reason why you want to own a home is to have control of it. Period. You want to have control of it. You got to go through hell, somewhere hell, to get foreclosed on a house. But a landlord can put you out in 2 or 3 months. Or they can sit there and sell the property or whatever because you don't have control. Same thing with, at one point in time in my life, in my business, early on when I had to rebuilding, still rebuilding, I ended up renting cars when I needed an out of town trip for the taxi cab business. But I rented the car. I had to bring the car back. I never owned it. So that means depends on my monetization of the business went according to if I still had that car, mainly if it was a big order. A big order was going to take me out of the city or something like this. So, but then I ended up buying one. So then that's where the freedom come in. That's where the income coming in. Then at the same time, buying it and paying it off. So I hold the title to it. Only person who have any claims to it, it might be the city in which I live and paying real estate taxes on it. But the thing about it is, it's paid off. I don't have to worry. I can sleep at night not worrying about somebody picking the car because I didn't make a payment. Having control. So in having control of things, same thing with your health. And people don't understand. You do control your health to a point. You either decide to marry the hospital, or you decide to marry a gym. You choose. Or you decide to marry healthy foods or processed foods. Everything has an either or. You choose your either or. And the reason why I'm not saying things don't happen to you medically that you can't avoid. For example, cancers and stuff like this. We don't know the origin of it, but we do have some things that you get up in age in life, you find out it's more or less the sugars and stuff like this, a lack of exercise, stuff like this, because we know cancers feed off of glucose. We know that. So if cancer feeds off of glucose and everything else, so somewhere along the line you build muscle. Same thing with type 2 diabetes. Same thing, build muscle, build muscle. Because if you on prescription medications, I'm not saying not take prescription medications, because I think everything has a necessity. But I'm saying is if you can reduce the dosage, it'd be helpful. And you understand when you about 45, 50, you should be really checking in on your cardiovascular system. Because if you eating a lot of processed stuff, a lot of fried stuff, oxidation in your arteries and everything else, and you're wondering the reason why people dropping. So when they hit 50, 51, 52, 53, and if you're a man, you wonder the reason why your pecker don't come up. Not including the alcohol you drink, not including the cigarettes you smoke. So a lot of things contribute to it. But my thing is, I'm just talking. Because the simple fact is, every day we choose. Every day you have to have confidence in yourself to sit here and say, I'm betting on you. That's what I'm doing now. While I'm waiting on somebody, I'm writing my next book and finish doing some little editings on The Power of Betting on You. That's a book coming out teaching you exactly how society program you and how to change it to benefit you, because I think that you are valuable. I know that you are valuable. I don't care your background. I don't care your ethnicity or anything like this. I know you are valuable, and you got to believe it too. And you should start betting on you. But only way you bet on you is having the right information and doing the right things that put you in a position to get the reward that you want to get. So that's something that I've been coming up with, because I'm sitting here thinking about certain things about identity shifts and everything else, because you need to change your identity. And so you don't have an identity of a victim. But anyway, there was a ramble. If you want to know more about me, and if you need, go in the description below when you see this, and you can either go to, if you want to work with me, you can go to stan.store and go to my stan.store / MelvinCarter and book a time with me. We can work, find out what you got going on, and get you going in the right direction. If not, you want to build up confidence and everything else and have a strategy, get the guide that I have in the store this week from January the 5th through the 10th, my birthday. The book is only $9. Only $9. And so you can do that. But the thing about it is, let's start betting on you. Not what other people say. We're going to bet on you. Talk to you later. Peace.